welcome to our stream. I'm Stella from Maple University on the Dice Tower.
And I'm Taryn from...
Thank you so much for be patiently waiting with us. I don't know what happened. It was like, this never happens to me. Like, we were here early, Eric, and then we were like happy and then chatty, and then, anyways, all in the past, we can get on with the show. And we have very special guest. Speaking about the guest, Eric. Eric, the designer of Kitara. Hello, how are you?
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yes.
Hopefully I didn't jinx your technical systems.
No, it's fine. No. We tested it. It was fine. So, yeah, just like one of those technology thing. Woo! So, Eric, so I'm going to just like quickly give you the overview of what we're going to do today. We are going to get Eric to talk briefly of the, the background, the design history of the game. And then Taryn's going to do a quick overview of the game, and then we're going to play the game. Now, before we do that, just I'm going to say thank you to ELO for sponsoring our video and for your patience. We are also having 2 copies of the games to give away, to Kitara to give away, to 2 lucky winners worldwide. So, again, this is how you enter it. So, email to contest@dicetower.com, subject line Kitara, very important, and to... just put your full name and shipping address. So it's in the chat bubble there.
Yep, and that will be open...
for 1 week.
For a week after this video. So we won't be drawing at the end of the video,
Correct.
but you can enter and it will be drawn following Essen.
Yeah. Besides the hiccups, we are very excited to play Kitara. And even Taryn and I wear a matching top and skirt. Woo! Ludo Cherry clothing there. So Eric, let's start. So what's inspired you? Like, how did you come about to designing Kitara?
Well, so I designed the earliest version of the game, which was substantially different, way back in 2012, right after I'd published my first games, Cambria and Hibernia. I had designed this to be a follow-up to those games and kind of fit in the same box, be a little up in complexity from those games. Unfortunately, the company that published those went out of business, so I didn't have a publisher there. And I pitched the game to several publishers over the succeeding years, and kind of each one looked at it substantially for a while, and sometimes I did some development on the game at their request. Then that led to various changes in the game, such as having the 3 types of meeple in the game. That came along as one of those efforts to kind of redesign the game for somebody else. But I'm not actually that great at pitching games to publishers myself. So a couple of years ago, I got connected up with the Forge Next agency, which is the first board game agency out there. And my agent, Gaitan, got the game pitched to ELO, and they signed the game. And they were the ones who decided they wanted to give it an Afro-fantasy theme. They wanted to set it in a pre-colonial African setting, in a setting with some mythological elements, some fantastic elements in it. And I was really enthusiastic about that because I really feel like African themes are underutilized in board games, or if they are utilized, they're often utilized for games about colonialism or games about tourism or things like that. I wanted something that was really much more kind of about an actual historical African time and place. So they had set out that broad criteria of what they wanted, but then they left it to me to go do kind of my research. And while I don't claim to be an expert on African culture and history at all, I am an academic in my day job. And so I know how to do a good review of the literature, and that's exactly what I did. I looked through a bunch of settings, and eventually we settled on the Kitara Empire, which is a setting that's a little bit like the Trojan War in that it's sort of half history and half mythology, which to me is perfect for a game. It's got some of those fantastic elements, and while there are things that are known about it that give you some facts to theme the game around, there's also enough that's kind of not known historically about this ancient empire that it gives me that little bit of latitude, or the artist that little bit of latitude to kind of be creative about it. And so this is the result of the game. This is the result of this theme, is setting in this a period in which the ancient Kitara Empire had just kind of fallen apart, and formed into a bunch of smaller kingdoms. And so you're playing one of those smaller kingdoms trying to reunify the Kitara Empire. That's the gist of the theme of the game.
You must be very passionate about the theme, all the development. I mean, it's only took you, what, 10 years or so?
That's true. Well, there's a lot of hurry up and wait when you're a board game designer. So you design the game, and then you're pitching it one place after another, and you don't necessarily do a lot of work on it for a number of years, and then all of a sudden you've got a publisher and they've got ideas, and all of a sudden you're very busy.
Yeah.
You're all crazy.
There you go. And it's finally out, and it's here on our table. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. We are going to, it's a nice and compact box. Someone's commented as well, and like people agree about the theme, and you're gonna see the artwork very shortly. So let's take us to the table, shall we? We can have a look how beautiful the artwork is.
Yeah. So the empires around the Great African Lakes, right? Which I guess is what's reflected on this board with all these lakes in the map.
It was historically, and this map isn't particularly geographically accurate.
It's fine.
It's what the board game needs.
Yeah.
But yes, historically, that's exactly where that empire was, and in the area in between the Great Lakes and kind of Central East Africa.
Yes, and
in fact, there's still a autonomous kingdom within Uganda that's called Bunyoro Kitara that still exists today.
There you go. So a bit of history lesson there. So we go to the game now. Taryn's going to start with the overview of the game.
Yep, so I'll quickly say, we've got the board laid out. We're set up for 2 players. And the game requires a lot of linear space, which the camera doesn't quite have. So the layout is probably not the way you would play it. I'm playing as the blue player, so I've got my empire here at the top.
And I'm the red player, just because, we can zoom in a little bit so you can see everything closer and a little bit better.
Yep, and so all this space is here because we're going to be drafting and creating rows of cards. That's why we've got top and bottom. We've also got the cards that are available for drafting up here. The deck starts from this end. This is the stale end of the row. And when we sweep cards out of it, which we do in the 2-player game, they'll come from the left end. And then we've got our little board over here, the victory point track around the outside. And we each start with 3 warriors on the board in one of the corner spaces.
We put it just flat so you can see it on the from the overhead camera as well.
Yep. Hopefully that will that might be a problem once we start putting these larger hero pawns on, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think you'll be all right. One of the things that Yellow did for me in this game that is just awesome is they let me have a separate board side for each number of players in the game, each player count. And so the separate 2-player board is a little bit smaller than the regular board. So that's one of the things.
Yeah,
right.
That's really good because that's sometimes, in that sort of area control-y game, if it's like too wide, too big, then it's not going to be as tight as, more players. Obviously, this is, just perfect for the 2 players. So apparently, Eric is going to help me with my game, like helping me a little bit, not you, Taryn. So it'll be like me and Eric against Taryn.
Okay.
Maybe.
That's all right. I'll have I'll go out with some glory in the...
No, it's okay. It's not about winning. Because last time we played, Taryn crushed me.
Yep.
That's true.
Yes, I've got to back up.
It's not a contest. It's just an activity with one winner and one loser.
Thank you. Thank you. I like the way Eric puts it. Okay, let's, shall we start the game?
Yes, so we need a first player.
Yep. Oh, are we going to do this again?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Finally.
So I'm first player.
Stefan will help. Okay, that's okay. Stefan will help Tarrant. Okay. But I'm good in control of the chat though, so I'm probably not.
It's not gonna, the information will sort of flop in.
Okay. All right, let's do this.
Okay, so each turn, it plays relatively quickly. We're each going to get 7 turns. And on each turn, we've got 5 steps. They're sort of listed here. Probably can't see that on the feed. It's in small text. But the steps will be, first we draft. So we take one new card from this card row and add it to our kingdom. And this will give us different icons, whether it puts extra pawns on the board, gives us more movement, extra points, or more choice while we're drafting. So those are the sorts of things we're trying to gain through our kingdom. Then we recruit, which is where we put our new pawns on the board. Then we get to move around. Then we score points.
Yep.
And set up for the next round. And so the major ways that you score in the game are you can attack the opponent and push them off different lands with your heroes. Those will give you scoring tokens. And you can get your master animals onto ruined spaces, and you'll score all of those at the end of each round. And then at the end of the round, you have to control enough savannah territories to keep your cards. You have to have at least a warrior in a savannah territory for each card that you've got. Otherwise, you discard the card and lose some pawns.
Yep.
So everything is in balance. All right.
So you are the first player because you won.
And the first player.
Like, look how much details it is. The the artwork. I really love it. Like
If you
all
can see it
these.
close, it has very rich textures. It's just
Oh yeah,
really
absolutely.
beautiful to look at.
Yeah, hopefully it's shown in the camera as well. I think a few people commented that they like the board. Really nice.
Yeah, I do like this one here. The lion and the guy on the lion are roaring.
Yeah, I want to have a lion as you know. I want to ride a lion too. Anyways, let's do it.
All right, so my draft phase, I have 2 card icons in my kingdom. So I can only choose from the first 2 cards. That's how this works. And they're both very similar cards. One is a card and a master animal. One is a card and a warrior. So I want to get some ruins points early. So I will do that.
Discard
These along.
for 2-player. Discard.
We do that in the manage phase,
Okay.
but we do reveal 1 card now.
Cool. So my go. Oh, sorry, you go first.
So that was my draft phase.
And
Next.
then recruit.
I recruit. So I've got 1 new master animal. Think of them as llamas, but it looks like.
Yeah.
So that has to go on
They are
a.
cheetah centaurs.
Yeah.
That's even cooler.
Yeah.
So they have to go on a space that you already control. Next, I've got moves. So at any point, you're going to have on the board all the pawns shown on all the cards in your kingdom. Next, I get 2 moves. So I've got 2 movement icons in my kingdom. And a move allows you to take any number of pawns from one space and move them to an adjacent one without going on the legs. And how I will do this, I'm going to bring my first move, I'll bring these 3 down here. And then for the second move, I'll bring these 2 in here.
All right.
So that way...
Now,
Yes. Eric.
just to note, although it's not very important at the beginning of the game, as you go along, you want to use that little movement tracker piece to kind of move onto your movement actions as you take them to help you keep track. Because once you get up to like 6 or 7 movement,
Yeah.
it'll be
I think
easy to
Karen
lose
did
track.
that as well in our practice run.
Yes, and that is what that's there for. It's got the little the
Arrow thingy. Yeah. And you score.
I score. So one way to score is by getting these score icons in the 4th row of your cards. I don't have any of those, so I score nothing there. But I have 1 master animal in a ruins, so that will grant me 2 points.
Very good.
Like so.
Now it is my turn.
I finish with managing.
Just like I want to go. Sorry. Yeah, you go.
I finish with managing, so I have 2 cards. I have warriors in 2 savannah territories, so I get to keep both my cards. And because we're playing a 2-player game, we sweep out the last card, slide these along, and draw another.
All right, Eric, what are we doing? I'm thinking of getting... So we can get this one or this one. I actually want to do something similar to what Taran did. What do you think, Eric? So get this one, the llama and the movement. Movement's very important now.
Right. I think that's fine. If you had had the chance to get an extra card icon, I would have encouraged you to do that because I think
Right.
that's very powerful early in the game. But
Got
since there's not, I think getting the master animal in the movement is probably a good move.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. So I'll take that. Thank you, Eric. I'll watch for the Stefan to give tip to Taryn as well. So I'll put it there. That's my drafting phase. My recruit phase. I got this nice. What have we decided on?
Master Animal. That's
Master
the
Animal.
official name.
Yes.
That's the official name. I should call it that.
Master
A lot of
Animal.
people
Yes.
call them cheat cars.
Yes. Let's stick with it.
Chintor.
So that's my my recruit phase and my movement phase. I've got 3 moves now. So I'm thinking I want to do something like what Taryn did, and then I have to be able to support 2 cards so I don't lose any of them. So I want to do 1.
And each card will be worth 2 points at the end of the game if you still hold it.
That's
So-
true. What do you think, Eric, if we do this?
I think that's good. And
Yep.
you
I
have
have
another
one more.
movement, so you could spread that last warrior out into another savannah just to
Yeah.
hopefully have it for next time.
Yeah, there you go. That's my turn. So the movement part, and then now I'm scoring.
So that's 1, 2, 3.
And that was also 2. I'm going to put it there. And we go to manage. This guy. Yeah.
Okay, and turn 1 is in the books.
So we got games say their screen is too small to see anything on the cards. Let's just bring one of the cards to the side camera, shall we?
Good idea.
All right, Darren.
I'll take the. So this. Our light's not set up great, but.
We got a subscriber. Thank
There
you.
you go. So these are what the cards look like. This is the first player token.
Mhm.
Oops, it's upside down. Yes, so the card has 5 rows, although only 4 of them are used in this deck, and I'll talk about that at the end of the video. The cards are layered by these numbers down the bottom, so there are 5 numbers here, and you'll see more icons and a different range of icons come up towards the end of the deck. Sorry, I'm struggling to keep this balance.
It's okay.
So the top row will show card icons like this to increase your choice as you draft cards, sorry. The second row shows different types of pawns. The third one shows movement. And the fourth row has point scoring icons.
Very good. So back to the main one.
Okay. Now I have 3 card icons in my kingdom now, so I can draft from the first 3 cards. Looking out there at what I've... Oops, I lost a headphone.
That's okay. I'll keep an eye on the tips for you from Stefan.
So looking out at what we've got here, I've got a choice of a level 2 and 2 level 1s. I don't have anything that gives me more movement, so I'm still stuck on 2 movement. So I could either... I could take this one and get set up in another ruin space.
Okay, Stefan say I like the 3rd card.
I do like the 3rd card. I think it will give me... Well, I would spread myself fairly thin if I went for that.
Though the 3rd card does give you 3 icons, as the first card, 2 cards will just give you 2 because they're Era 1 cards. So that's a consideration.
Hey,
And-
I thought Eric in my side. No, I'm kidding. No, keep going.
Stefan did beat me in the one game we played together, but
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
the first piece of advice Bruno Faiduti ever gave me was always let the publisher win.
All right, Tara.
Very good. I think I will take the 3rd card. I could get more points out of that hero, little rhinoceros looking one, but I can engine build with another card icon if I take this. So I'm going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So this gives me a card icon, another master animal, and a victory point icon. So I add another master animal to the board.
Mhm.
And
Stefan made a comment. Hi, is that what happened, Eric? Stefan is the publisher in ELO.
okay.
Yeah.
So that was my recruit. Now for my move, if I want to retain all 3 of these cards, I need to be situated in 3 savannas. And to make benefit of this master animal, I need to get it into a ruin space. So I've got a couple of ways I can do that. I can either hop around there. I'll probably hop around here.
Ooh, this board is so tight to play
Very
on.
tight. I'm spread very thin as well.
Same.
If you pick up that, you'll be able to run right through me. Anyway,
Anyways,
that's the choice I've made. So that was 2 movements. Now we score. So I've got 1 point on my cards. And I've got 4 points by controlling 2 ruins. I control 3 savannas, so I get to keep all my cards. And we discard the last card. And flip up a new one.
yes. And Stefan say, good move, Tarrant. You need to get in their way. Eric, come on, Eric, you can do this. All right, my turn.
So on the one hand, so you've got the choice of those 2 cards. Now,
Yes,
the 2 does come with 3 icons,
Correct.
and they're all things you need. On the other hand, I kind of think you should take the first card to get
I agree.
hero piece and
Yeah.
just start kicking Terrence's butt around the board.
I like that idea. Thank you. So I'm
I'm
do that.
okay with that because you've still only got 2 card icons.
Yes.
And that's going to limit your choices going forward. And I can deal with that.
Yeah. Okay.
Hopefully that will.
Whatever.
Hopefully it'll pan out. It's a risk either way.
Yeah, I think this is a slightly better option. So I'm going to put this one here. Okay, Eric, I can start attacking. What do you think?
Yep. I think so.
So I'm going to have to move 2 because in order to attack, this is the first attack in this game. I have to have more pieces than Terrence.
Yes.
So,
Although I'm going to suggest you actually move all 3 in to attack him.
oh yeah, that's true because I only have 1 master animal anyway. So there you go. So that's my first movement.
Yep.
Yep.
So
And now Terrence has to attack, and since he has to move to one of his closest territories, he's only got 1 choice.
Yes.
yes. And then because
now
you
you-
successfully attacked with a
Hero.
hero, you draw 1 of these tokens. So these have numbers on them between 2 and 5.
Okay, Terran, close
Maybe
your
we
eyes.
can show the camera without showing. There we go. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes.
So at the end of each round, you'll see this shortly. At the end of each round, you get to keep the highest one of those tokens that you gained this round.
Yep.
So
And so
Yes.
now you've got 2 more movement points. So
Correct.
what I
I
think you
can
might
go
wanna
there
do-
again.
Yep, go attack him again. Now you need to move in all 3, but you'll
Yep.
have an extra movement point
Correct.
to move the.
The master
Master
animal
animal
back.
back.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, there you go. Sorry, Terran.
it's okay. I spread myself thin.
Yes, I think me and Eric in agreement there. That was my plan as well. So, all right, there you go. So
I got
I'll
my points. I got my points.
there you go.
More aggressive.
Yeah. But I think the games encourage you to do this. Like it's a quick game and it's a fun.
Made you powerful.
Yeah. All right, Terran, close your eyes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And then I get
that's
to
all your movement,
do
I
that.
believe, right?
No, that one.
Oh, right. One more
Yes.
movement. Yes.
Yeah, very important. Yeah. All right. So that's my movement, and then now scoring. In 1 only, which is fine, and no other scoring here. And I discard one of these 2. Let's put
Yep.
back in the bag. And I
As
think
the
you all
audience
know
has
which
seen
one.
them, so I think they all know which one you're discarding.
Yes. And then now a discard.
And you've got 4. You're in 4 Savannah.
Correct. So I'm okay. I feel like this game is better than my last game.
Yeah, well, I'm in a. Okay.
Okay, I'll ask Stefan what to. Right. Oh, bits. I love the chat as
Well,
well.
I will point out just one thing, Terrence, which is if you don't pick up at least one warrior this round, you will have to lose a card for sure.
That's true. I also desperately need some movement.
So that's probably the right card for you to last one.
Yeah, when we played this the other day, Stella had very little movement, and it was
That probably
quite
cost me the game.
restrictive
Yeah.
as the game went on.
Yeah.
So if I take this one, I've got 3 movement.
Yeah, Stefan say we need more movement.
I will have enough to attack, and I'll have enough to control my territory. So this, I think, is the obvious card for me in this round, remembering that I had the choice of 4.
Mm-hmm. And you've got 1 warrior and 1 hero. That's good.
Yes.
You finally can properly attack.
They can
Of course.
cluster together, of course. That was my recruit. So for my first move, they will come together. 3 attacking these 2. So they must retreat there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just a note for
let's
everybody,
go
you
with 4.
can make attacks without a hero pawn. It's just that you won't get any hero tokens if you don't have a
correct.
hero pawn.
All right, now I'll close my eye. You got it, Tara?
Yep.
There.
Okay.
Yep, I made it on camera.
Okay. Next, I will take... Ooh.
Assault. Stefan say assault.
Actually, I need to take them all in, don't I? Sorry, I will leave him back there and go in only with 3.
Yeah.
Leaving myself a little bit open again, but...
You can keep your cards.
Yeah, so I'll do 1 move to go there, and I'll do 1 move down here.
Very good.
So this also means that if I get attacked from this angle, I've got a couple of places I can go.
Very nice.
Gives me a couple of options. And I could defend this side.
You can see it's hard to be tarot, right? it's very strategized. That's the thing. Now, the rules just says not very hard, so you can kind of like think about this sub strategy that you kind of like can't even think of without playing it. And then when you play it, like, oh yeah, that's this.
Yeah. My ideal is always to create the most sort of choices and considerations with the fewest number of actual rules and mechanics I can.
Yep, that's fair. Yep, that's good. And you got your point as well there?
Okay, so yes, I get 5 points. With my
Okay.
2 ruins. And that 1 icon. Then I control 4 savannas, so I can keep all my cards for a little while longer.
Yep.
We remove this card. I've kept my 1 token. And it is your turn, and you still only have the choice of 2.
Yep.
I like
So
this one.
now- yeah, I agree.
Yeah, okay.
Even though you don't necessarily need the other hero that bad, that
know.
2-card reach is pretty important for you to get.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I'll do that. For my draft action, now recruit, I just get a hero, which I can put it here. What do you think, Eric? So I can...
Attack on 2
You-
fronts.
Yeah, if you have enough, well, let's see. It's going to be useful there later. This
Yeah.
turn, it would probably be more useful just putting it with your main force, just to
That
increase
one.
the number.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to try that. Because ideally, I'm going to have more master animal, because at the moment, I only have 1. So I can only score 1, unfortunately.
And remember that you've also now got 4 cards.
Yes.
You need to get warriors, this guy specifically,
Mm-hmm.
into 4 savannas.
I know. I have to do something there. Do I have enough movement? I've got 3 movement. If I go there, that means that's Savannah. That's okay. Or do I want to attack this, Eric? Because if
Go
no,
ahead.
he'll come back anyway. No, I'm going to do that because
Yep.
either way, I can probably do something. I'm going to listen to you, so hopefully I'll win this time.
Go right ahead. I think attacking getting the Savannah you need first, I think, is the way to go, and making sure you get a battle token, a hero token. Sorry, is what I should call it.
Oh,
Probably.
as in like attacking here, you reckon?
Oh no, I was thinking
Oh, here.
attacking where he has his hero.
Yeah, okay, let's do that. All right, so that is it. And then I want to move. So the first one is this one. I'm going to leave my my master animal has that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense.
Okay.
So that's one.
So you get a hero token.
Thank you.
Then I can retreat.
Tara. Thank you. There you go. Yeah. We got 4 turns so far, and we haven't discarded any cards, so there are some questions. Yes, Stefan said turn 4.
I'm going to retreat
Alright.
into there.
So there are only like 3 more turns or something like that, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the end of the
Oh,
game,
sorry. Put it open.
the end will be triggered when a number 5 card is brought into this row during the draft phase.
Yes.
And then we finish that round and get 1 more turn.
Yep.
So, without going into too much detail about what was on that hero token you took, we would like to get a better one. So I think.
Yes, I was thinking of that too.
So I think using your remaining movement, just using your 2 heroes to try to see what you can push Terrence off of, opportunistic.
I'm thinking moving this 2 hero to here.
Yep.
And leaving my worker there, so I still have 1, 2, 3, 4 to service all my 4 cards. What do you reckon? And also,
There we go. Yep, that looks good.
All right, so that's my second movement. And let's retreat, Tara. Where would you like to retreat?
I will retreat there.
Okay, let's see what I got this time. There you go, Tara. Thank you.
There we go. What do we got?
There you
There,
go.
Getting
Yeah.
there. Okay. And now you've got one last movement and one more place you can push them around.
I can go here. Or I
And
can.
the nice thing is that since Terrence is hurting for movement, you bunching him up like that really hurts him.
Yeah, sorry, Tara. I'll do the dishes.
That's all right. I wish we'd played this yesterday. The dishes.
Sometimes it's a long car ride
Masturbate
home
to
after
deal with
game night.
yesterday.
All right, I'm gonna do this. Is that what do you reckon? I'm gonna, discount Terran of the llama as well. I mean, not llama. Sorry, the master animal. The one.
Call them whatever you want. It's fine.
Yeah. Last one. Because I don't need 2. I can only attack Terran with 1. Okay. All right.
All right.
So I pick 1. Pick back both.
The rest go back in the bag.
And then scoring. So I only have 1, so 2.
Points.
Mm-hmm. I have 3 more ish, 4 more maybe rounds to catch up, and then we manage. So back to you, Tara.
Yep.
All right. So, looking at what I've got here, I'm going to take this one.
Throw from the yellow bag. Say hello to everybody. We haven't actually said hello too much to folks in the chat room. Hello. I recognize the name.
Hello.
Yes.
So I get a hero and 2 master animals. I can put... These can all go in different areas that I have.
Okay, Taran, this is a tough pick now. Stefan said. No llama, giant ferret.
And up there. So I'll punch this area up here. So I'm definitely going to lose one of my cards this round. I can't get away from that. But I have 4 movement now. And there's a number of things I can do to win some territory back. So I'll definitely push these 3 in here. Force a retreat.
Yep, that's the closest
Get a token.
one. Oh. I'm looking away. You done?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I can. Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting that I need more.
More workers in, so have that in.
Yeah, that's all right. Then I'll move this one here.
Do it. Yeah.
Then I'll move these two here.
Mm.
I can't quite defend that one. May have placed poorly.
It to be honest, it was tough for you because I attacked you 3 times last turn, and that kind of corner you in.
Well, it wasn't too bad. It left me some nice places that I could jump back into. Oh yeah, of course. And I'll move this one here.
One of the tricky things in this game is usually you want to get try to acquire the warriors you're going to need a little before you need that many to support the cards. You know, if you're trying to pick them up the turn you're going to be short, you can end up in a tough spot.
Yeah. Okay. So there we have it. I only got my 1 attack token for the round, hero token. But I'm in 1, 2, 3 ruin areas, and I get a point. So 7 points for that.
Very good.
And
Nice.
then for management, I now have to discard one of my cards. And I would say that this one gives me the least value at this point. So I'm losing a little bit of my draft capability, and I have to remove one of my
Master animal.
monster.
Yeah.
And these ones are a little bit cornered.
Which one are you removing? Maybe that one, because there are 2 of them anyway. Stefan, we are doing great. Team parent. Lol.
I'm going to remove this one
Oh, really?
because
Not this one. Okay. Interesting. That's okay. You scored anyway.
Yep.
You done? Because secret. That's okay. All right. Manage. And we'll do this. All right. Eric, I think we really need that master animal. So I'm going to get, excuse me.
Mhm.
I'm going to get the one with master animals. So this, I can take 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So up to here.
Mm-hmm.
This one has got the movement as well, which is handy. But I do need workers as well.
Yeah, the one that gives you
These
both
2.
warriors and a master animal, because
Yeah.
otherwise you are going to have to lose a card for sure.
That's
you might
right.
end up losing one anyway, but
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, I really need to start scoring more here. All right, so let's place this in the board, shall we? So the 2 warriors, I'm probably gonna. This is interesting. Okay, where do you want to put it? I'm gonna choose one. You're gonna choose one, maybe something like that. Probably can choose it here, and I can move it here.
mm-hmm. And you probably want to put some pieces with your heroes so that you have a large enough force to move out and attack.
That's true. So probably I'll put it there. I even probably put it here so it can just stay here and then score and give you some score finally. Right.
Mhm.
All right. So movement now. See, I've got 3 movements. First one is to attack my adjacent peeps. Just you. This one here.
Okay. Get your hero token.
Where do you want to retreat to? Is that okay, Eric? I think that's probably the one that's close.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Oops.
Go.
Right, so where shall I retreat to?
Yellow bag.
I'm going to retreat here.
Like yellow. Sorry, yes. Get it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Sorry. I usually interrupt Taryn. Taryn is like, when he's thinking, he's thinking.
I'm lucky that yellow is one of my favorite colors because
Oh, good.
I'm going to have to wear this shirt a lot this year.
Well, me too. We discussed this earlier, right? I usually use yellow pieces when playing
That's
games.
true.
Yeah. We got games. I just look at the scoring track. I need to get more points. Yes, I definitely need to get more points.
Hmm.
All right. So that's my second one. I really need to focus more on points rather than creating havoc on the board.
That means you
Well,
picked
creating
up a
havoc
good
on the
token.
board is points too, though. It's giving you hero
Yeah,
tokens.
that's true. Where do I move now? I can.
You've got that one warrior with your two heroes. You probably want to get him out into a savannah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna probably go here.
Yep. So you get another
Yep.
token.
Yep.
And you retreat.
has a choice about where to retreat. Yep.
You have two options here. Okay. And I've got one more move.
And the reason I did that, had I retreated here, if I got attacked down here, these guys would have to retreat all the way back up to one of these spots. So by going here, knowing that I can't easily be attacked, that at least gives me a foothold on this side of the board.
Good point, Tarrant. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So while I got 5, I can just do the last move here, so I can afford to keep all my pieces on board, and that's all my movement and scoring. Now I've got 2, so 4.
Plus,
Oh yes, thank you. So 5, 11.
yes. And you do get to keep all of your cards.
Correct.
And you have to pick which hero token you're keeping.
Oh yes, yes. Well, we know which one. Thank you. Here you go.
All right. So I now only have a choice of 3. I would love to get a hero to just come down here and sweep things out. But I don't have that luxury.
So there's a question. I missed why some are on the player mat and some are just to the side of their card line. Oh, this is just a temporarily spot before we choose one of the token and then we put it there.
Yes, so you only get to keep 1 each round.
Yes. Oh, and Stefan also answered that. Okay.
Okay, so I think I could get 1 with 2 extra movement, or I could get 2 warriors and a point, but no extra movement. I feel like right now, some movement flexibility is what I would like. So I'm going to take that. That lets me add a master animal. I can add that there.
Yeah, the secret token is 2 to 5.
Yes. All right, so first...
With lower numbers being slightly more common than higher numbers.
Yes.
First, we're heading in here. You must retreat to there. And I get a hero token.
I didn't see it.
Okay.
I'll look at that way, but
Secondly, we head down there.
Ooh, let's see what's 7. The game end won't reveal a level 5 card, so no, you don't exhaust the deck.
Right. So you'll reveal 1 level 5 card, play back to the start player, and then each have 1 more full turn. But
yes,
there will be quite a few 5 cards left when you're done.
Yeah.
All right. The third thing we'll do, because now I have 6 movement. So the third thing we're going to do is head in here, force you out, grab another hero token.
Ooh, okay.
The fourth thing we'll do is bring everyone in here. treat you
Stefan
guys
missed
well.
Terran's secret token, was looking at the roof. Haha. Yeah, there you go. I'm not looking. I'm not looking. Okay.
So that attack did not have a hero in it, so I don't get to
It
score
was
a...
blurry, but we can't
okay.
tell you or Stella. We'll see. That's a good point. I monitored the chat, most of them. But I'm sure that hopefully that's good.
I think we all saw them.
Yeah, good.
Okay, and then 5, 6.
Mhm.
All right. So there we have it. I've got 3.
Stefan told you, oh, come on, draw better, dude.
It hasn't been. It wasn't the greatest.
No, we all know. That's okay. Like, all the world but me. Nah, I still don't know.
All right. So I get 7 points. 1 for this card, 6 for those.
Yeah.
I still only have warriors in 4 savannas, so I'm going to have to discard one of my cards.
This board is really full. It's so tight.
I really like
yes.
having movements at the moment, but if I lose this one, I'm going to have the choice of 3 cards from the draft. Deal with that. So we'll come back here. I will lose this one. Go there. So that's my turn. So I've knocked you down to 3 savannas.
We're in trouble, Eric.
And the most movement you're going to have is 4.
Okay.
See, well, now you've got a choice of the first 4 cards.
Yes.
So we can make a little more. So
Even
I think
like,
definitely something that gives you some movement at this point. You probably
Right.
want to think about.
or even like, I don't know. I kind of like feel like I need master animal maybe because Taryn has got what 3.
It's true. Although if you took that first card, that would
Yeah.
be 3 points a turn.
Oh yeah,
without
that's right.
worry about it. Which I'm not necessarily saying you should take that, but just as an alternative consideration, because
Yes.
it's work to keep your master animals in the forest. So victory point icons just reward you for coming to work that day.
How about if I let
The
you
lazy
choose?
option.
Huh? Yeah. How about if I let you choose? So if I lose, no, I'm not going to say it.
No, you go ahead and choose. I want to give you some advice, but I don't want to.
I know.
Make your choices for you.
So these are the options. I kind of like this is the movement and lazy point. And these workers are good because then I need more numbers as well on the board.
Yep. And you have made kind of an investment in hanging on to your cards at this point. So
yeah, so maybe I'll choose this. How's that?
Sure.
Yeah. All right, there. I'll make my choice.
And there's the first 5. So that means we're each going to get 1 more turn after this.
Okay, so I probably all right. What I'm going to choose now. Now that I've made the choice, now it's real. We can work it
put
out.
them all with your heroes. You need a big army to kind of
This one.
sweep around. Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah.
Sorry, did I remove?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Did I forget to remove my pawns?
Oh,
I
what
did.
card did you toss out?
I was meant to remove a master animal.
Okay.
Mistake.
Well, you can audit the total you have on the board from your
That's
cards.
all right. Yeah.
That's what I was doing. So I can see that you don't really have any master animals down here.
Questions about removing card. That's the two player variant. So we remove the cards in two players.
Right. That's so the game unfolds at the same pace
for
as
this
the
one.
player.
But if it's removing this card for this one, that's if we don't have enough of the warriors in Savannah. Yeah.
Right. Or savannas with warriors.
Yes. You've removed yours?
Yes.
All right, back to my turn. So I've got these 3. So 2 warriors and 1 master animal. And you suggested to put it there?
Yeah, I would put them all there because you're going to need you really need to have a good sized
Army.
force with your heroes so that you can do a lot of marching.
Yeah, that's actually true because I've got 4 movements now anyway, so that makes it a little bit easier. All right, now I will probably go up way that way because that's closer than the bottom part. So first is to march there, leaving 1 warrior behind. You're retreating next here.
Yep.
Thank you. All right, we'll see. Next is, that's 1. The second one is to keep going, leaving 1 warrior behind. What do you think, Eric?
Let's see. You've got enough in there to push him out?
Yes, I do.
Then yep, that sounds good.
Yeah. Thank you.
So these pieces will fit better when they're not laid down.
Yes.
If
Yeah.
I laid them down so you can see them.
It's when you're just playing in regular life, it's actually easier to see your pieces with them standing up. It's just when we have a kind of a top-down setup.
Correct.
It's
Yeah.
hard to see.
Yep.
Yes.
And as we showed before, the 3 and 4 player board is larger.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
The next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I can't afford to push Terran around here unless if I have this guy with me.
Yeah, but I don't think you want to do that. Let's see.
Oops.
You've got how much movement left?
I've got
2 more.
2 more.
2 more. And how many savannas do you have total right now?
1, 2, 3, 4. So I think probably
5.
I just 5. Sorry. So I'm probably just going to spread it out so that I can have 3, 4, 5, 6 in 6 savannah.
Well, I was thinking that you probably, to get another savannah,
You would
even
have to
though you won't
attack
get a
here.
battle token for it, yeah.
Yeah.
Just as he was saying, use the 2 movement points that way.
Yeah. That one?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, let's do that. Boom.
Right.
Thank
And
you.
since you didn't have a hero pawn there, you don't take a battle token, and then
Yeah.
use the last move to move back. And I think
1,
that lets
2,
you
3.
support all your cards.
Yes, because cards worth 2 points each at the end of the game.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, and then I got to choose here.
Not to mention all the goodies they're giving you.
Yeah, that's it. All right.
So you get 3 points because you've got 1 master animal and a point there.
Mhm.
I mean, this difference looks very big, but you know, you've all seen my horrible tokens here,
Well,
and Stella's got a couple more cards here,
I
so
always throw good anyway.
it's definitely going to come
For that, yeah.
even at the end.
Yeah.
Plus, she's 2 cards up on you, so that's another 4 points at the moment. So
That's correct. So we've got 1 more turn each.
1 more turn each.
Oh, sorry, hang on. Who was this? You
I
were
was the
first.
start player.
Okay, so
I think
that's
we
right.
moved that, but I was start.
Yeah. So 1 and 1.
Yep. All right.
Last turn, Tarot.
So I only own Let's see. So I could take an army and sweep around there. I think that would give me 4 cards. Or if I took this, how many would I need? I could bring 3 into there and push that there. Push them there. I think I could sweep the whole. I'm going to try this one. Because I don't get no benefit having extra heroes. I've got the heroes where I need them.
right. And all the pieces are limited by supply, so
Yeah, that's
Oh, yes, I've only got one. Okay, so we'll put them both there. We're going to take an army of 5 into here.
Whoa!
with
Dun,
the
dun,
first
dun.
movement. So you must retreat here.
Yeah, sure. Outnumbered. It's blurry. Maybe closer to here. I won't look across. Thank you.
And then we'll bring an army of 5 into here.
Wow.
There we go. Bit more. Then we'll bring an army of 4 into here. So I've given you a giant army that can go on a good march after this, but I guess there's no need for... No, I'll do that. Okay.
There are no more tips from Stefan. You're on your own. Yeah.
Sorry, that was 3 movements.
You got a lot of movement now. That's really good.
And then 4th movement in here to force them out.
Mm-hmm.
5th movement going back to protect the savannah. How many savannas do I have? Ooh, not very many. Only 4.
1, 2,
Yeah, 1.
4. Yeah, you have too many warriors trapped up there near at the top.
Yeah.
I should have brought one of them in down here.
Oh no.
Needs to go
That's
there.
okay.
And
So can you pass me the other player board, please? Whilst you think about it. Thank you very much. Because this is the other colors, but I really like the artwork on these two as well. So you can see the bison, the lion. Is it bison? Sorry.
Yes, it's a
Yes.
Yeah, it's a bison. A
And
water
then the rhino and
warthog.
warthog?
Yep.
Like the one in
Giant
Lion King? Yeah. Yeah, so.
buffalo. Much bigger.
yes, of course. That you can actually ride, not like,
Yep.
the little one. Yeah, so that's
Pumbaa's had enough of everybody's crap. He's ready to.
who's the artist for this one?
It's Miguel Coimbra who did. Who's a quite well-known game artist. He did absolutely beautiful work on this game. You know, games are. I was saying this earlier. Games and really are. They're more like movies than novels or paintings. They're really the creation of multiple people, and I think. His artistic vision is really a huge part of what brings this game to life and really creates the universe.
Yeah, it's absolutely. I feel like I'm in Africa. Thank you. Sorry, Karen, back to you again.
It's nice. The two of you, I think, are demonstrating a nice kind of range of the strategies that get brought to this game. A kind of a concentrating on scoring a lot every turn as much as you can with the public points versus sort of trying to hang on to more of your assets turn to turn. And
it's a lot that you can do, each turn, like whether you want to, like, that's actually right. There's so many strategies. Like we played differently as well the last time we played. It's like different games, yeah.
All right, so I scored 7 points from my Master Animals and my 1 points card. I took my attack token, and I have 4 savannas, so I'm going to have to discard one of these. At this point, it doesn't matter which one I discard.
I would say what matters is you probably want to remove the fewest pieces from the board because that makes her life harder. If you leave more of your pieces sitting there.
Yep.
Ooh. That's okay. That makes sense.
This one is not really in the way. And this one comes out. And I'm done.
For the game.
Oops. Sure.
Yeah. All right, Eric. It's our last turn. I need to get movement. I need to get warrior. Oh, do I have enough warriors? Possibly. 1, 2, 3.
I think you have enough warriors to feed all your cards if you get them spread out. And it may be pretty tough to keep all of your cards this round. But I think getting a lot of movement is the thing that's going to help you the most.
So all of the cards has got movement with these two. Has got 2 and 3 movements.
Yeah, the 2 movement one isn't very good for you because you've only got 1 hero you could put on the board. The 3 movement, I think, is probably a lot more what you want.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the the Master Animal only have 1, but that's probably a little bit late to try to score. But this is 1 anyway. That's okay. So you reckon that one?
I think so.
Leaning towards this one as well. All right, let's put my last card here. Let's move the board slightly just this way so that
you can also stack the cards up a little bit so you're covering up the parts of the cards with no information.
Oh, right, that's right, like so.
Display.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just want to look beautiful in the stream and like just lay out beautifully.
They do.
My OCD. All right. I will. No, this is not balanced. Okay, just like move it a little bit. Thank you. Now, where am I gonna place my one master animal?
Before the game started, she was stacking up all the meeples really neatly in tidy rows.
Yes. Well, that was actually Taryn.
Oh, that was
you've
Taryn.
got
Sorry.
Taryn, yeah, yeah.
I couldn't see your faces.
Yeah, no, that's right. Because I was doing the other part. All right, let's do this. It's not doesn't really matter that much where I want. I mean, I've got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A total of 7 moves. I might probably just put it like in the big
Yeah. You'll probably find a good place to drop that master animal off as you move the big army around.
Yeah, 1. How many movement again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that's really good. Like 7 movement in this board, I can almost go anywhere. I think I'm going to concentrate on dropping off those master animal anyway. So there you go. There you go. I'll put it there. Yep.
You
All right. So
you could start by heading that army straight into the savannah with the one warrior, and then cruise through his pieces on your way to joining up with your other stacks of pieces.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Yeah. 6.
Could do that, or 1, 2, and then 3 to join
6,
up with your
7.
big group of reds there to pick up those pieces, and then back out into the.
Yeah. I need to get all my 1, 2, 3. I need to get all my 3 master animals to
Right.
to the forest.
But rather than heading into that empty ruin space where you don't really have a chance to pick up a battle token, you may as well move through his territory as much as possible.
I see. All right, let's do this then. Down? Hang on, no, left.
Yep.
Was it? No,
Down.
Down. That's right. That was the plan.
Like,
So
leave
1.
his big force just sitting there so it doesn't get moved around and bunched up. Just go through his territories and have an isolated unit.
That's
in
a good idea.
You want to leave one of your warriors.
Yes. Sorry. Yes. Of course. All right. This is a good strategy with like having a big army going, all in one go and leaving things behind.
Yeah, I had set you up with a nice big army.
Yeah, I know. I know help as well. So that's my first movement. And then Taryn, you want to retrieve to here?
Yep.
And then second one is to go there, leaving one person behind, one warrior behind. And
I'll just leave you the bag.
yeah, give me the bag, thank you. And that would be.
Well, once you draw a 5, you can just stop drawing.
Well, I need to go. I don't know. All right. And then next one, the third move is to go here.
Yep.
And then the next one is to
Go where? You
Go
were
here?
already there.
You were already there.
Okay, sorry. Back. So 1, 2, okay. 3 is to go here, leaving my master animal behind. That's what I've got. There you go. This is like a big turn for me. I'm like so excited. All right.
Now, counting out how much movement do you have left?
4.
Yep, still 4.
Okay, so you may want to see if you want to move those extra pieces from your adjacent savannah into your main force before you start moving it again.
That's actually a good idea. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I will. All right. Thanks, Eric.
Sure. That's what I'm here for.
Yay! And
To
more.
make Terrence's life hard. That's why I'm here.
Sorry.
We're retreating before you're even attacking.
Hi, Dustborn. All right, now I'm moving to.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've already retreated.
Preemptive the retreating. Leaving a master animal.
Yep.
And then I'm moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay. So
That was the fifth
Do you have
movement.
another master animal with that force?
yes, I do.
Okay, so one question is whether you want to really push that big group or whether you want to go through the ruins and then just attack that single warrior who's off in the savannah on the far side. If you have enough move, yeah, I think you have enough.
I have
movement.
3 more. 3 minutes. Oh, 2 more. Sorry, 2
It's
more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Because if you attack that big group, it's going to retreat to where that single meeple is, and then that's going to be a pretty tough region to take.
That's actually true. That is a good point. So 1 there, leaving there.
Yep.
And then I have 1 more. Is it 1 more?
Yes.
Yes. So I can't actually leave my master animal. Oh, yes, I can.
Yes,
But I have
you can just
2.
leave them behind.
Yeah. So how many
And-
warriors I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, so it's worth 3 points to you to
Yes.
jump in here, plus any bonus you get on a thing.
There you go.
It's worth 2 points to go there.
Let's do this. Here you go.
All right.
I think that is. If I have 1 more turn, I would go there, but
Yep.
that's better.
All right.
Okay, scoring.
Scoring. So you've got 2 on the cards and 6 on the board, so that's 8.
Now, how many? Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's okay. I'm just.
Yeah, you got 7.
So 7. Yep. I'm going to have to lose 1.
Right. And it doesn't matter which one you get rid of
yeah.
at this point.
There you go. Okay.
Okay.
And that is it. Now we count the rest of the score. Oh, I have to choose one of these.
Yep.
There you go.
All right. So first, why don't we give you your points for your cards that you've retained?
Yep. So I've got 4 cards, so I get 8 points for that.
I have 6 cards.
So you've got 12 points coming.
Thank you.
Sorry, not yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not quite.
Yeah.
And now your hero tokens. It all comes down to the
Sorry.
hero tokens.
Yep. So we'll count mine first. I've got 3. Here.
Mm-hmm.
And 2. And 2. And 5. I finish at 53.
Okay, mine. 2. 4. 15. Whoa! Yeah. Good game, Karen.
Good
Thank
game.
you very much.
So it was that critical error I made there, putting the extra worker up here or warrior up here when I didn't need it, when I could have gone and grabbed another savannah and kept a card. That was that or drawing badly. I'll blame it.
Draw better, dude. Yeah, you don't have a lot of good one. I've got some 5 here.
That's true.
Yeah, you did a lot more attacking than I did. I spent my, and that's what it's all about, right?
Yep.
I spent my efforts defending ruins turn after turn, and that meant I got poorer choice of, I was usually taking the one tile that I drew.
Well, Casey, nice Stella. It's actually Eric as well, so it's a teamwork. So me and Eric won.
Oh, I'd say Stella got her groove back. I say it was all you.
Yeah, you too generous. Well, Terrence and Stefan, well, almost is really close, but
Very close.
it's not about winning. So, Tara, you're going to show the other cards?
Yeah, so I was just going to quickly show the game comes with 2 decks, a blue deck and a red deck. The red deck, so they're used separately. The red deck has 1 extra icon, which is this
The
little
food.
wheat icon. Essentially, this card feeds itself.
Let's put it on the side, maybe.
Yep. It feeds itself, and it actually can't be discarded if you have to discard cards. You have to keep those.
So it's essentially locking down 2 points, but it has fewer other icons. Is there any other stylistic or gameplay difference between the red and blue decks?
No, only that the red deck has different patterns of icons on the cards, so it's different that way. It's different combinations.
So it doesn't tend to lead to a more aggressive game or a more...
It leads to a game where there's less card loss. That was something ELO asked me to create an alternate deck for players who don't like the feel of losing their cards so much, that would reduce that pressure.
Okay.
So that was the gist of that deck.
Very good.
But aside from that, it's not really more or less aggressive.
I see. So just quick reminder for everybody to, if you want to win the a copy, we've got 2 copies from ELO, so 1 winner each. Just email contest@dicetower.com, as you can see on the screen in the chat bubble. It's actually Tara, you should say it because that's on you.
I'm thinking it. Yes.
Subject line Kitara. Make sure you include your full name and shipping address, and this giveaway opens worldwide. So anyway, in the corner, every corner of the world can enter it. So thanks to ELO to provide the giveaway. So this will be open for 1 week, I believe.
Yes.
Yes, I'm just
A week or thereabouts after, and it'll be drawn by Dice Tower after Essen is done.
Yeah, 1 week. Yeah, after Essen is done. I'm actually going to play another ELO game. This was probably last year, I believe, but I really, really, really like it. It's called Little Town. So I'm gonna play that, but it's gonna be on Maple University. And we also have worldwide giveaway for the game, so hopefully you can join us then. Although this was released last year, I'm also I'm running out of time because the other releases Downforce Wild Ride expansion and this how do you read this? Schottentotten 2. Schottentotten 2. Unmatched. So some of the things that I want to do. We've got Downforce Wild Ride, but we haven't actually put it into schedule yet.
Yep.
So maybe next time. We haven't even played Downforce yet. So
We'll get there.
We'll get there one day.
It's a lot of fun. I really like it.
I know. So that's so everyone can enter. Justin is like, it's cool, it's an international competition. So Eric, what is out for you? Are you developing this? You got other games or coming out?
Yes, next year I have a game coming out called Lost Empires from Sandcastle Games, which it's broadly in the very different mechanics, but it's broadly in the same genre as Kitara. It's a units on a map kind of game that's dice based. And that's the only other iron in the fire I have right now. Usually
designer would have, I know that's the iron in the fire, but on the side you probably have like 5 other projects going on. I'm guessing.
I definitely have other games that are complete that are Forge Next is shopping to publishers for me. So we've got things here, but I usually don't try to say too much about those before they have a home.
I see. That's okay. I mean, Taran tried to design a game and it hasn't gone anywhere because
I don't have the time.
It's very time consuming. It really cuts into your gaming, I have to say. And you can, making your friends playtest for you every week, you can lose some friends after a while if you're not careful.
Oh, it sounds like coming from a personal experience of some sort. No.
It's like being a it's like being a hunter. You have to play test for a week, and then you have to let the stock recover for a couple of weeks, play other things with them, and then go, hey, how about playing my game again after a while?
Yes, I understand. You can probably hire people to play. I don't know how that works. So somebody also mentioned the water expansion. Now, is that for Kitara?
I'm sorry, the what expansion?
Water.
I think that must have been for one of the other games you were talking about. There's no expansions for Kitara yet, anyway.
Yes, not yet. Yet is the key word.
And if the game does well, I'll certainly make some.
Yeah. There's somebody actually perfect.
Sequels, whatever you want. Just buy a lot, and then I'll go make them.
No.
If they buy it, I will come. That's my...
Actually create a 4th type of pawn that can go swimming.
I have thought about that. There's probably alternate decks, things like that. There actually is a 3rd deck I created for this game that there just wasn't room for in this edition. So that's certainly something that might come back.
Look, I think I found out that this is a joke that people are actually talking about, but it might become reality. And then they're talking about, the hippos or With the water expansion. You never know. You never say no. Maybe it'll come out.
We'll have all kinds of centaurs, hippo centaurs, uh,
Yeah.
zebra centaurs, whatever. You know,
Yep.
maybe we'll have a contest. What form of centaur would you like to see next in Kitara 2?
Yeah, you can do that. It's like just the type of animals as well. I'm in for hippos. I love hippos. That's so cute. I think everyone's as well. So this game plays how many players?
Plays up to 4.
It's
4?
2 to 4.
2 to 4.
Yep.
Okay. So from 2 to 4. Any other things? Any rules, variants that we missed, Eric?
No, I don't think we missed any rules. I think you got a good look at the different strategic considerations in the game.
Mhm.
Obviously, with more players, you'll see some tactical interactions that are maybe a little more complex that you don't see in a 2-player game. But aside from that, I think no real reason to give people a heads up about that. I think just let them play and have their own
Yep.
experience.
And of course, the board is increased in size,
Yeah,
more
so-
savannas, more.
So this is the 3-player one.
Actually, does it have more rooms? Oh, it's the same.
Is it?
One
does
more.
have-
One
Yes.
more.
As a little
And-
more, and then a little more still on the
And this is
4-player side.
the 4-player one. Okay, so it's like it plays 2 to 4 players, and every single number player count has got different boards to
Yep.
scale down or scale up. So which is really good.
It really is. That for me to be able to balance the game perfectly, each player count, and have it play with the same rules, not really having to have significant variant rules, is really a luxury.
I know, because like even the 2-player variants with the discarding of the card, that's still it's just not.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's a
special
very
or anything.
minor change.
Very minor. Yeah, that's right. Unique contour. See, this is the point that if you after this, maybe if you want to have a look at the chat, Eric, there'll be Unique contour, Prairie Dog Center. What other things? Just everybody write in the comments, and then maybe we can convince them to have a.
Since the prairie dogs live on a different continent, maybe not prairie dogs, but was it meerkats? I guess it would be a meerkat.
Yeah.
Or maybe you can just have meerkats. Maybe the meerkats can burrow under the map and pop up in
in there, yeah.
Whack-a-mole sort of thing.
Yeah, or some sort of like asymmetric power. I don't know if that works. You're the designer. I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
You know.
There are some mystical creatures in African mythology that are sort of like a little bit like Nagas. They're sort of water sentient serpent kind of creatures that would be a natural fit for
Yes.
a unit that you can deploy into the water.
There you go. So I've got another one's Squirrel Tour. Stefan says Squirrel Tour. Squirrel Tour. That's nice. Teleporting, time traveling T-Rexes. Okay, we've got some good ideas now. Eric, anyone that you want to shout out before we wrap things up?
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that? I couldn't quite hear you.
Anything that you want to say before we wrap things up? So anyone you want to shout out to anything? Anyone?
Oh, just want to say thanks to everybody for coming and watching the stream, and I really hope you get a chance to play the game. Although we don't have it we haven't released it as a Tabletopia version to the public. I have made a Tabletopia version for demoing, and I may just float over to Tabletopia, over the course of the show and see if I can find people who want to give it a try.
So how do we contact you to do that, Eric? So what's the best way to reach you?
Maybe my Facebook page, the Vainglorious Games Facebook page, might be a good way to reach me. Or I may just be hanging out in a public Tabletopia Discord channel.
Right. That's also possible. And if people want to get Kitara, how can they get it?
So I believe in France it's in friendly local game stores now, and in America it's going to be in friendly local game stores pretty shortly. I believe at the end of the month got late just a teeny bit, but I think it'll be there at the end of the month. And then it's going to be available from online retailers, I think, a couple of weeks after that.
Okay.
Stefan might have a more specific answer about that.
Yeah, hopefully Stefan can. There's Stefan mentioned, don't forget the ELO Discord channel. So maybe you can hang around there if people want to, also want to organize some sort of like demo of some sort.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good place to go to play Yellow.
Yeah, Stefan's trying to keep the post link, but it's not sticking. Maybe put it in the comment description under the video. Maybe you can just put it there. Just put a note there that, if you want to try to demo Kitara during Spiel, then you can do that via, just organize it via Discord, ELO Discord link. And also, it is available for pre-order on the Essen Spiel as well. Somewhere.
I want to say
think-
yes, Stefan. Is
yes.
that right?
Yeah, I think I'll get probably Stefan.
Have this in 20 seconds after the.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm just gonna type it in the link for pre-order. Yeah, my typing, like I've got like a thumbs as well, so it's slightly. Sorry, long.
Well, thank you so much for having me. This was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. It's good to have you to, save my face a little bit, not being beaten by Tara too much.
I think we very much. It was the biggest thing we learned in the first game was
Yes.
that if you don't get movement cards, it's pretty tough to come back from that.
Yes.
So we both had a clearer idea of sort of the cards that would be valuable.
Yes.
And I think
And
that's
actually,
what
I
we
need to
got.
just click the link so I can just allow what Stephen put up, which is the room number 5WUCZ8, which is just on the screen. So thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for sticking with us, and hopefully that has been fun for you as much as for us as well.
So what do we have next?
We have Nipplem on Nipple University.
And
Yes.
when is that?
That is in about an hour.
Okay.
Yes. All right, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. And I didn't have time to say hello to everybody in the chat room. Thank you, Stefan, for helping with the questions as well. And last but not least, Eric, for showing
Thank you.
up and not for showing up, for helping us and showing up as well and
Sure.
bearing with us.
Good showing up.
Until next time, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye everyone.
Bye-bye.
Enter the giveaway.
Yes, and the giveaway. Bye.
Bye.